Honorable Mare, I agreed with almost everything you said today, except that, and I want your permission, Chair, to use the word FOKOL. Because in my hometown, you know, FOKOL means nothing. I will reiterate what I said. We put FOKOL on that sheet, nothing. Now,
Chairperson, on a point of order, can you declare with your discretion
Yes, I have
whether
not
you are tolerating the use of the word FOKOL?
Yes,
in
but you
Parliament,
know,
whether in fact it is
There's nothing
parliamentary.
wrong with FOKOL.
you know what is
There's nothing wrong with word FOKOL.
you know what is your problem, honorable member? You stand up, you mention chairperson, and you just proceed, right? As if the chairperson doesn't exist, right? So it doesn't work like that in the House. You stand up, you ask to be recognized. Then the chair will give you recognition and thereafter give you an opportunity to speak, right? So you proceeded without getting permission from the chair. So I'm going to request you to restart your point of order.
Chairperson, on a point of order.
Over to you.
Thank you very much. Chairperson, could you rule whether the use of the word FOKOL is parliamentary in this House? Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'll come back to you on that, honorable member. Proceed, honorable minister.
Chairperson, I will not, I think it was a deliberate try to drain. The honorable member, Honorable Grunewald will tell you, 1994, when you walk in here, I was in the first Rules Committee of this House. I've been a presiding officer longer than anybody I know in this country. And I think I do understand the rules of the National Assembly. And if you want to do that, then the chair will come back to you as to. I deliberately asked to be allowed to use the word FOKOL because it means nothing in South Africa. And you know that. Precisely because you are sitting there and you are always the aura. Honorable Mare, I agree with almost everything you said. You and I disagree on one thing. The insistence that your relationship with Israel, nobody can talk against, but the relationship of the ANC with Russia, which far outdates us coming into this House, must be tempered with. The relationship which is between the Russian army and the South African army predates my coming into this, predates the relationship and the ordering of whatever it was that was on that ship that was delivered, and the Lady R spectacle. Now, maybe we must be advised whether we must jettison every relationship that we have. And maybe you must also tell us, honorable members, whether the 14 members of the Defense Secretariat and military who are on their way in the next few weeks to the US must be stopped, because then you are going to tell us we are also sucking up to the US. Because you see, we handled relations on a country by country, on a defense to defense. And therefore, I think it would be very myopic of us to be every time to be told you cannot breathe until we tell you so. Because that will stifle any interaction